Hey, this is Dave filming again, the transmission documentary. Dang. It really is a lot to know, and it is harder than it looks. I'd really try to make an opportunity out of everything, and sometimes it becomes a damn drama. It was meant to be, hey, I can do this, but it has been challenging. Went in there, started to remove the transfer case off the back because I couldn't get it out without dropping the second support bar. I thought it was going to be a 15 millimeter socket, and I looked in there and well, maybe it's a star bit. And I looked in there closer, and it's not a torque bit, I got to get my words right, and I couldn't find the part I needed to get it off. I had been feeling sick. I got sick. I got very sick. I had the worst case of, and I don't want to overshare because I want somebody to watch these videos. I had the worst case of diarrhea in my life. Anyway, cleanse your mind of that. I went back to the YouTube University watching motor age training videos and still learning a lot. Samson was told to not share the source of his strength. I had somebody help me. I'm not going to say who. If you're watching, thank you. Your timing was God sent. I was able to put some real food in my stomach. I have a washer and dryer, but they're broke, and I have so many things to fix. And I was so dirty, so stinky, so nasty. The Department of Defense, guys, if you want, for $5,000, I will sell you the right to my socks. You could use them as chemical warfare. It was a beautiful day. Lacey and I went for a jog. Got a cleaner, organized torque kit for working on stuff. So really just trying to be hyper focused and hyper organized. But I'm not. It's like I know I have distractions. It's taking way longer. I had some bad information, and that's that, and I learned. There was a comedian made fun of Wikipedia one time, or somebody was it The Simpsons that made fun of Wikipedia? Apparently, I don't know how that works. Well, I was sick as a dog, but I feel better today. I ended up going to the thrift store, getting some new shoes. I was running as slow as can be because there was literally no padding in my shoes. So I got a nice brand new pair of running shoes for like $5-6, and I can actually. I'm a little heavy on my feet. I've been focused on bulking up, not slimming down. But at least I don't just feel nasty. Got 2 pairs of socks for the sake of my friends and family. I should probably get new socks every 6 months, or new socks every, quarter probably. Who knows, I might get new socks from strangers. Somebody I don't even know, just like the guy across the street who just waves. The secret gift of new socks and a nose hair trimmer. Quarterly. It can be bad. I have not found that mentor help person I'm looking for yet. I haven't given up. But I just don't. I'm not going to get on the internet every day and scream, help me, help me, help me. I've already turned to everybody that I know, right? And that person is apparently hard to find, so I am becoming that person. I feel 100 times better at the moment. But my cell phone is cracked. I can't do half the functions on there. So it's like a major event just to call somebody. So I got to get a ride to T-Mobile tomorrow to get another phone. And hopefully tomorrow I'll get back in there and it'll be... It's just harder than it looks, especially if you've never ever done it. And the goal is to fix it and not break anything else. But when I have to go that route, that's the route that I have to go, right? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I have to take control. This is my path, and eventually it'll make me stronger. Great day for a jog, though. I needed to get out of the house and get some air. So probably what I need help with, man, if you are like an expert, I'm not talking, I mean, at this point I'm learning enough that I'm not looking for the backwoods hillbilly who's done this once or twice. A little bit of time with a very seasoned expert would go a long way right now. As I learn by the minute, every day I learn, all day I am learning and learning and learning. Constantly learning. But there's a lot of not great information out there on the internet. I don't know that there is a more right way to ask for help. But to show gratitude to those who have, to my mom who dropped off some Imodium AD and some chicken breast this morning, or turkey, and some white bread, and my stomach feels 100% better. It's getting cold, so I ought to go inside. And so help me Jesus, try to myself to sleep and start bright and early tomorrow, a new day. Because I feel 100% better doesn't mean I need to go hard tonight. It's just a process, man. This is a hard process. But I've come so far that I think it'll be so rewarding once I have done it. I worked on it for a very short period of time, and I realized I didn't have it. Thought I had what I needed. I start buying better stuff that'll make me more reliable. Man, I need a fish with a coin in it. You know, General Motors got the biggest bailout ever by the government. So did the banking industry. I need you to hit the reset button. Might to call up Steven Spielberg or something to sell the movie rights to pay off my debts. No, when I say it's one thing after another, it is ridiculous. It is unbelievably, I mean, it is not one thing after another, like when it rains it pours. It's holy crap, like Alfred Hitchcock special. Like, I feel like Job, the homeschool mechanic. I work just as hard to keep my head up. There are days where I do kind of break down and curse people, which probably doesn't do any good. People don't like to do much when they feel that they're obligated to. In some point, it's hard to appreciate all that they have done in certain times. So, maybe I'll try and over-spiritualize it and tell myself everything happens for a reason. But my faith is struggling. It just is. For me to... Oh, I don't want to go on about that. But I would love it if a team of competent people from Emmaus showed up to help. Because if not, I don't pay some of these bills. I might be getting visits from the Kairos team in the county prison. I got a lot of child support to pay. Spent a lot of money trying to keep my truck on the road and my mower working, and it is unbelievable. I mean, it is literally one thing after another. It has been a nightmare. So I read a book called how the what was it? Extreme Ownership: How the Navy SEALs Lead and Win. And every time, and it talked about how they looked inwardly as much as they could, not blaming this person and not blaming that person, and also how they sent a team to like stabilize Iraq. I'd love to have a team to stabilize me. That would be real nice. If you guys want to take a break from stabilizing Iraq and Iran, come stay here for a couple weeks. That would be awesome. I got a duplex. Stay here for a month. combat engineer, some Navy techs. It would be a nice, easy break from, I don't think anybody will shoot at you here. So far, the neighborhood seems alright. It's not the best, not the worst. I formulate my opinion as I go along. But like anybody else, I need a team. You know, I'm back to feeling like Rocky right now, regardless of whatever got me sick. I took a workout routine to a new level. There was some stress, probably a lot of things. I may have overly irritated the bejeebers out of my abs on some exercises that I've never even heard of before. I might send a photo of it to my mom as a physical therapist. I'm like, could have been a lot of things. But I seem to have bounced back, which is a good feeling. But boy, dream team, where are you now? YouTube is the most non-invasive way I know how to reach out and ask for help. So if you call this phone and you hear this message directing you to YouTube, it's an entrepreneurial, respectful cry for help. And I spent a lot of money trying to fix this truck, and I'm going to get right back at it, probably early in the morning. But God, I feel right back like Rocky again. I have to train my mind because it is lonely in here as hell. There are people, I don't know if they're trying to help me or drive me crazy, but I just do my best. God help me if I don't have all the facts, because I know I don't. I don't like missing work. I don't like not being reliable. Eventually, I'll be the seasoned pro who understands all these systems, and I can pinpoint it in a heartbeat. Please and thank you. Because I really feel there's a lot more going on here than what I see and what I'm being told. Almost to the point where I cry scandal. I cry scandal. Whether that ticks anybody off or not, I cry scandal. And maybe that will. Sometimes you rebuke a mocker and they will scorn you. And sometimes maybe people don't want anybody looking into it. I like to think there could be a warm, fuzzy moment of healing that something would happen and that blankety blank would hit the fan and the truth would be told. What was that TV show, movie Horton Hears a Hue or something? I don't know. Good night, folks. It's cold out here. I'm going to get up early and try again tomorrow. Just a lot of little things, man. And a few big things. But I got most of the big things, which is kind of nice. So if anybody can even hear me, show me that you care. Show me that you care. Southbrook guest services team. Many rotations. I can only turn to you guys for help so many times, right? But I can't stop what I'm doing and go volunteer either. Serving under Marcy and Les, and serving under Teresa Mount and a lot of people. Served underneath Lynn Hart at Life Enrichment Center for several years. Volunteered underneath Phil at the Vineyard for many years, and I know he's no longer there, and I don't exactly know what happened. Some people stayed, some people left with him, and I just, ignorance is bliss, I guess. It's easy to kind of be like towards the churches when they don't help exactly the way you want. Many volunteered. Not a whole lot of volunteering with Emmaus. I can't sit still. Might not be the right ministry for me to volunteer in. But I volunteered a lot there. Volunteered a lot at the mission and a lot of other places. You know, those situations bring out the absolute best in me. I don't claim to be without sin. The Bible says we have all sinned and fall short, and if we claim that we have it, we're calling God a liar, and He's not in us. Those places bring out the best in me. Although I don't always agree with every single thing they do in every situation. Doesn't take a CIA investigation to figure out that I am a little bit less than perfect. And sometimes I feel that I have to manipulate my way to the truth. Which is sad because my life is about transparency. Yet sometimes you do have to be deceitful and manipulative to get to the truth. I see a ton of cars are just peeling out. You know, and you're not supposed to let your right hand know what your left hand is doing, but please don't be secretive. I'm feeling so much better today, but this is scary. Okay, I'm on a slightly heightened sense of alert right now. Good night, peace, and health.